Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close look and test the LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator, and just taking a look at the details that's on the box packaging. There are a list of specifications for this tyre inflator or portable air compressor. And there are instructions as well on how to use the portable tyre inflator or air compressor. Now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid and sliding the contents out from the box packaging and ensuring that there's nothing else left behind in the box packaging. We can set the box to the side and giving you a look at the contents which we've just removed from the LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator's box packaging. Let's go ahead and slide the contents out from its bubble wrap packaging and set them on the tabletop so you have a full or complete view of all the items from this LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator's box packaging contents. So let's first take a look at this booklet here. So there is a little booklet which appears to be the instruction manual for the tyre inflator or portable air compressor, and giving you a much closer in look at the very fine text or print and details that's on it. Okay, so setting the instruction manual to the side, let's move on to the LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator itself. This one is in red. It also comes in yellow. So the difference being what appears to be that trim around the screen surround. And to give you some sense of the size of this tyre inflator or portable air compressor, just placing my hand over it. So at its longest measurement, it measures 18.5 centimeters long, and for its thickness, it measures just over 7 centimeters thick. And taking a look at the underside or reverse side of this tyre inflator, and some closer in looks. And we can see that it does have 4 round textured rubber feet. And taking a look at its side, there appears to be an LED torch towards the front or top, and on the side appears to be a vent, and just brushing that loose piece of plastic wrap, and there is another vent on the opposite side of the other vent, and giving you an all-round look once again. So you have a better all-round sense of the size and shape and overall design of this LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator. Now let's take a proper look at the back and pop the items out from it, so you have some sense or better sense of the product. So you can see in the larger compartment there is a bundle or bundled up cable for the power plug that plugs into your vehicle's auxiliary power output or cigarette lighter socket. So giving you a look at those details. And let's take a look at the other items first before I undo the cable tie that's keeping the power cable together. And there is a packet here with a different or a couple of items, one being what appears to be a fuse and the other one being what appears to be an adapter. So giving you a close-up look right there at the details and just setting that down and moving right along. There appears to be more nozzles or adapters, so just trying to pop it off from the back. So as you can see, it is secured or snapped in very securely in the back. So let's move on to the next item first, which is of course the nozzle or output of the tire inflator or portable air compressor. So you can see right there, giving you a close-up look at all the details at the head or nozzle for this LJXDQIXIU's tire inflator or air compressor. So just trying to get the camcorder to focus in on the head itself. So there we go. So giving you an overall look. And of course there is the lever to latch onto your vehicle's tire valve. Okay, and just setting that down, and finally let's try the nozzles again. But let's try and pop them out with this pair of scissors, and doing so very carefully, of course. And we can see that it is so securely snapped on in that holder right there in the middle. But nonetheless, we've managed to pop the needle, which I may have bent slightly, but there we go. And of course the ball pump nozzle as well. So nozzle for an inflatable and a ball pump needle. So there we go. Some close-up looks at the different attachments or nozzle heads that come with this tire inflator or portable air compressor. So setting them down, and finally, of course, to give you a look at the length of the power cable. So undoing the cable tie, to give you some sense of the length of the power cable or lead for this LJXDQIXIU air compressors power cable length. So right there, giving you some sense of the length for the power plug. So the power plug does appear to have an indicator light on it. Okay, so setting that down, and of course once again taking another look at the head of the tire inflator. So right there is the nozzle or head of it. So try to get everything in frame so you have a complete look at this LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator's contents and overall design. So now let's go ahead and test it out. Okay, so we have the LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator, and just giving you a look once again at its overall details. And now let's go ahead and plug in the power plug into the car's auxiliary power outlet or cigarette lighter socket. And of course starting the car or vehicle as well and giving you a look, this time with the tire inflator powered. So giving you a close-up look at its backlit LCD touchscreen. You can see that it does have a digital display with some controls. And of course, there is a light button as well. So if we touch that touch sensitive button, we can see that the LED at the top or front of the tire inflator does come on. And touching it once again, this time we see a pair of red LEDs flashing. and once again flashing with what appears to be an SOS code, and touching again turns it off, so giving you a quick look, tapping away at the light button right there with the 3 lighting modes. And there is an M button in the middle. Let's tap on that, and we can see that it is now showing the pressure in bar, and tapping again kPa or kilopascal, and tapping again kilogram per centimeter square, and back to PSI. You can see that there is a preset pressure as well, currently showing at 39 PSI in the PSI measurement mode. Now let's go ahead and actually, before we connect the nozzle to the tire in the background, let's set the PSI right down to the tire's recommended pressure of 33. And let's connect the nozzle to the valve of the tire. And right now it's currently showing 28 PSI. So let's go ahead and turn it on. You can see the pressure increasing by half unit measurements. And right there, it's pumped about 4 or just over 4 PSI of pressure into the tire, and you can see that it has shut off automatically. So that's the LJXDQIXIU Tyre Inflator. Thanks for watching and happy inflating!